Bless thou, O Lord my God, the divine Lote-Tree and its leaves and its boughs and its branches and its stems and its offshoots, as long as thy most excellent titles will endure and thy most august attributes will last. Protect it then from the mischief of the aggressor and the hosts of tyranny. Thou art in truth the Almighty, the most powerful. Bless thou also, O Lord my God, thy servants and thy handmaidens who have attained unto thee. Thou truly art the all-bountiful, whose grace is infinite. No God is there save thee, the ever-forgiving, the most generous, Baha'u'llah.
In our solar system, the center of illumination is the sun itself. Through the will of God, this central luminary is one source of existence and development of all phenomenal things. Without this quickening pulse, there would be no growth of tree or vegetation. Neither would the existence of animal or human being be possible. In fact, no form of created life would be manifested upon the earth. Likewise, in the spiritual realm of intelligence and idealism, there must be a center of illumination, and that center is the everlasting, ever shining sun, the Word of God. The sun of reality, this center of effulgence, is the prophet or manifestation of God. Just as the phenomenal sun shines upon the material world, producing life and growth, likewise, the spiritual or prophetic sun confers illumination upon the human world of thought and intelligence. And unless it rose upon the horizon of human existence, the kingdom of man would become dark and extinguished. Abdul Baha, Baha'i World Faith.
This is a prayer revealed by Abdul Baha. O Lord, my God, and my haven in my distress, my shield and my shelter in my woes, my asylum and refuge in time of need, and in my loneliness, my companion, in my anguish, my solace, and in my solitude, a loving friend, the remover of the pangs of my sorrows and the pardoner of my sins. Wholly unto thee do I turn, fervently imploring thee with all my heart, my mind, and my tongue, to shield me from all that runs counter to thy will in this, the cycle of thy divine unity, and to cleanse me of all defilement that will hinder me from seeking, stainless and unsullied, the shade of the tree of thy grace. Have mercy, O Lord, on the feeble, make whole the sick, and quench the burning thirst. Gladden the bosom wherein the fire of thy love doth smolder, and set it aglow with the flame of thy celestial love and spirit. Robe the tabernacles of divine unity with the vesture of holiness, and set upon my head the crown of thy favor. Illumine my face with the radiance of the orb of thy bounty, and graciously aid me in ministering at thy holy threshold. Make my heart to overflow with love for thy creatures, and grant that I may become the signs of thy mercy, the token of thy grace, the promoter of concord amongst thy loved ones, devoted unto thee, uttering thy commemoration and forgetful of self, but ever mindful of what is thine. O God, my God, stay not from me the gentle gales of thy pardon and grace, and deprive me not of the wellsprings of thine aid and favor. Neath the shade of thy protecting wings let me nestle, and cast upon me the glance of thine all-protecting eye. Loose my tongue to laud thy name amidst thy people, that my voice may be raised in great assemblies, and from my lips may stream the flood of thy praise. Thou art in all truth, the gracious, the glorified, the mighty, the omnipotent.
Thy name is my healing, O my God, and remembrance of thee is my remedy. Nearness to thee is my hope, and love for thee is my companion. Thy mercy to me is my healing and my succor in both this world and the world to come. Thou verily art the all-bountiful, the all-knowing, the all-wise.
Praise be thou, O Lord my God. I implore thee, by thy most great name, to which thou didst stir up thy servants and build up thy cities, and by the most excellent titles and thy most august attributes, to assist the people to turn in the direction of thy manifold bounties, and set their faces toward the tabernacle of thy wisdom. Heal thou the sicknesses that have assailed the souls on every side, and have deterred them from directing their gaze toward the paradise that lieth in the shelter of thy shadowing name, which thou didst ordain to be the King of all names, and to all who are in heaven and all who are on earth. Potent art thou to do as pleaseth thee. In thy hands is the empire of all names. There is none other God but thee, the mighty and the wise. I am but a poor creature, O my Lord. I have clung to the helm of thy riches. I am sore sick. I have held fast to the cord of thy healing. Deliver me from the ills that have encircled me, and wash me thoroughly with the waters of thy graciousness and mercy, and attire me with the remnant of wholesomeness through the forgiveness and bounty. Fix then mine eyes upon thee, and rid me of all attachment to aught else except thyself. Aid me to do what thou desirest, and to fulfill what thou pleasest. Thou art truly the Lord of this life and of the next. Thou art in truth the ever forgiving, the most merciful. That's from Baha'u'llah.
He is the mighty, the pardoner, the compassionate. O God, my God, behold thou thy servants in the abyss of perdition and error. Where is the light of thy divine guidance, O thou the desire of the world? Thou knowest their helplessness and feebleness. Where is thy power, O thou in whose grasp lie the powers of earth and heaven? I ask thee, O Lord my God, by the splendors of the lights of thy loving kindness, and the billows of the ocean of thy knowledge and wisdom, and by thy word wherewith thou hast swayed the peoples of thy dominion, to grant that I may be one of them that have observed thy bidding in thy book. And do thou ordain for me that which thou hast ordained for thy trusted ones, them that have quaffed of the wine of divine inspiration from the chalice of thy bounty, and hasten to do thy pleasure, and observe thy commandment and testament. Powerful art thou to do as thou willest. There is none other God but thee, the all-knowing, the all-wise. Decree for me by thy bounty, O Lord, that which shall prosper me in this world and hereafter, and shall draw me nigh unto thee, O thou who art the Lord of all men. There is none other God but thee, the one, the mighty, the glorified. Baha'u'llah.
Create in me a pure heart, O my God, and renew a tranquil conscience within me, O my hope. Through the spirit of power, confirm thou me in thy cause, O my best beloved. And by the light of thy glory, reveal unto me thy path, O thou, the goal of my desire. Through the power of thy transcendent might, lift me up unto the heaven of thy holiness, O source of my being. And by the breezes of thine eternity, gladden me, O thou who art my God. Let thine everlasting melodies breathe tranquility on me, O my companion, and let the riches of thine ancient countenance deliver me from all except thee, O my master. And let the tidings of the revelation of thine incorruptible essence bring me joy, O thou who art the most manifest of the manifest, and the most hidden of the hidden. Baha'u'llah.
These daily obligatory prayers, together with a few specific ones, such as the healing prayer and the tablet of Ahmad, have been invested by Baha'u'llah with special potency and significance, and should therefore be accepted as such and be recited by the believers with unquestioning faith and confidence, that through them they may enter into a much closer communion with God and identify themselves more fully with his laws and precepts. Following is the tablet of Ahmad.
He is the King, the all-knowing, the wise. Lo, the nightingale of paradise singeth upon the twigs of the tree of eternity, which holy and sweet melodies, proclaiming to the sincere ones the glad tidings of the nearness of God, calling the believers of the divine unity to the court of thy presence, of thy generous one, informing the severed ones of the message which hath been revealed by God, the King, the glorious, the peerless, guiding the lovers to the seat of sanctity and to this resplendent beauty. Verily, this is the most great beauty, foretold in the books of the messengers, through whom truth shall be distinguished from error, and the wisdom of every command shall be tested. Verily, he is the tree of life that bringeth forth the fruits of God, the exalted, the powerful, the great. O Ahmad, bear thou witness that verily he is God, and there is no God but him, the King, the Protector, the incomparable, the omnipotent, and that one whom hath had sent forth by the name of Ali was the true one from God, to whose commands we are all conforming. Say, O people, be obedient to the ordinances of God, which have been enjoined by the Bayan, by the glorious, the wise one. Verily, he is the king of the messengers, and his book is the mother book, did ye but know. Thus does the nightingale utter his call unto you from this prison. He hath but to deliver this clear message. Whomsoever desireth, let him turn aside from this counsel, and whomsoever desireth, let him choose the path to his Lord. O people, if ye deny these verses, by what proof have ye believed in God? Produce it, O assemblage of false ones. Nay, by the one in whose hand is my soul, they are not, and never shall be able to do this, even should they combine to assist one another. O Ahmad, forget not my bounties while I am absent. Remember my days during thy days, and my distress and banishment in this remote prison. And be thou so steadfast in my love that thy heart shalt never waver, even if the swords of thy enemies rain blows upon thee, and all the heavens and the earth arise against thee. Be thou as a flame of fire to my enemies, and in the river of eternal life to my loved ones, and be not of those who doubt. Even if thou art overtaken by affliction in my path or my degradation for my sake, be not thou troubled thereby. Rely upon God, thy God, the Lord of thy fathers, for the people are wandering in thy paths of delusion, bereft of discernment, to see God with their own eyes, or hear his melody with their own ears. Thus have we found them, as thou also dost witness. Thus have their superstitions become veils between them and their own hearts, and kept them from the path of God, the exalted, the great. Be thou assured in thyself that verily he who turns away from the beauty hath also turned away from the messengers of the past, and showeth pride towards God from all eternity to all eternity. Learn well this tablet, O Ahmad. Chant it during thy days, and withhold not from thyself therefrom. For verily God hath ordained for the one who chants it the rewards of 100 martyrs and a service in both worlds. These favors have bestowed upon thee as a bounty on our part and a mercy from our presence, that thou mayest be of those who are grateful. By God, should one who has affliction or grief read this tablet with absolute sincerity, God will dispel his sadness, solve his difficulties, and remove his afflictions. Verily, he is the merciful, the compassionate. Praise be God, the Lord of all worlds. Baha'u'llah.